To Artist Recovery / Darryl. Hello, you old fart. How you doing? It's still Thursday the 11th, I think. Time index right now is about 10:32 at night. You're trying to capture some of the things that are mighty interesting. Have you caught anything that's going into slang right now? Meaning 6-7. Ring a bell? I didn't know anything about it until I went onto YouTube and got a news clipping from my local. They're talking about In-N-Out Burger Corporation. They're taking out the number 6-7 out of their ordering because there's too many dinglings out there are yelling and screaming their heads off when they hear the number 6-7. And for about a month or a month and a half, we had other people from different news agencies trying to track this damn thing down. Now, either they came from a rap artist or somebody else, but they noticed this one little kid, nappy hair, no, not nappy hair, wild looking hair. It's like he's about a 10th or 11th-year-old, screaming and yelling his head off because of the two numbers, 6-7. And the damn thing caught viral with the youth. So over here in the West Coast, regarding the In-N-Out Corporation, there had been videos being posted left and right on TikTok, Instagram, not to mention others. They're getting transferred over to the YouTube. And I'm seeing some of these clips. These frickin' teenagers, junior high, senior highs, screaming and yelling their heads off when they hear the number 6-7. And they're going crazy because you've got this worker picks up a microphone and he's ordering, he can't yell it out, so he's got to use the overhead page. So he uses the squawk box and he says 6-7, order 6-7, and the kids are going, ah! So In-N-Out decided that's it. We're not having this kind of disruption in our business. No way in hell. You would think maybe the manager at that time would say, knock it off. Nope. Didn't happen. They're too busy making burgers and trying to get more orders going. And then it was reported that some kids were still waiting outside, waiting for that number to be mentioned. 6-7, and everyone's going, ah! I'm thinking to myself, and I've heard this one being passed around from news media to news media. Brain rot. It got so bad that when you have a teacher threatening a 67-word essay, I'm like, bring it on. Bring it on. I'll do the essay. What do you want it on? I want you to do it. Why are you doing this in the first place? I'm not doing it, but hell, I'll do it. Huh? Translation. You want a 67-word essay. Granted. On what topic? The number 67? And you're asking, why? Well, I'll try to give you a 67-word essay on the reason why I'm doing it or I'm not doing it. What is it with the human nature at this point regarding slang and stuff? We've come across different vernaculars before in our lifetime, haven't we? We thought nothing of it. We made nothing of it. We didn't freak out or nothing. But now, with the social media going on for about 30 or 40 years at this point, a lot of things are really picking up, aren't they? I was watching this cartoon series, DC, Young Justice. Somehow there are some words that the youth were using to cut things out. If it's a disaster, they call it an aster. If they're feeling overwhelmed, they're feeling whelmed. I had watched this thing several times over the past decade. I like cartoons. I like watching those cartoons. But the thing is, I was listening also to the dialogue. Not just how young these writers were, and were they making an absolute point of what we have these days. That we have this kind of slang and terminology blended into each generation. So, this current generation they have for the Gen Y and the Gen Zs, they're using the 6-7. Now they were thinking maybe there was a rapper who did this. A rapper did do a song concerning about 6-7. But to have somebody this kid going crazy over the number and just becomes an instant turmoil, instant tornado. I'm not going to give the kid any more acknowledgement than that. Yeah, each generation's got its own lingo. Each generation has its own vernacular terminology. We all need a Rosetta Stone every once in a while just to figure each other out. And a world gone mad with the Trump and everything else going on, with everybody else trying to kill each other. The one damn thing that would drive a hamburger company insane is two numbers that a youthful generation is driving it just to drive people crazy, and they have no idea why. Yeah, it's brain rot. It's brain rot. That being said,